Today we're zooming in on AMD, NASDAQ, AMD, the underdog turned top dog in semiconductors. Recently, AMD surged 7% after CFRA upgraded the stock from buy to strong buy, and bumped the price target from $125 to $165. What's fueling all this excitement? CFRA's bold move. CFRA didn't upgrade on a whim. They cited several key drivers for revenue growth: AI GPU demand skyrocketing, expanding data center customer base, favorable semi-custom wins in consoles and edge devices, robust roadmap including Zen 5 and next-gen CDNA chips. By raising the price target to $165, CFRA signaled that AMD's earnings power and market share gains justify a premium valuation. It's like a scout saying, "This rookie not only makes the team, but this season he'll lead the league in scoring." From $125 to $165, what's changed? That $40 lift in target didn't just pull a number out of a hat. CFRA models assume 40% plus data center GPU revenue growth in 2025, 30% growth in client processor CPU sales, high-margin semi-custom revenues from game consoles, improved gross margins as 5nm yields ramp up. It's like watching a budding orchard forecast not just apples, but also peaches, plums, and pears, all bearing fruit next season. Oracle and OpenAI, big fish on the hook. AMD's customer roster is becoming a who's who of the cloud and AI world. Oracle has started deploying AMD MI300 accelerators in its cloud GPU instances, while OpenAI is rumored to be testing AMD chips for GPT-based training workloads. Picture AMD GPUs as turbochargers on a race car. Oracle slaps them onto its server engines, and suddenly its cloud platform goes from 0 to 60 in seconds. OpenAI, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google all want their share of that horsepower to train ever larger language models. These marquee customers validate AMD's tech leadership and open the floodgates to orders that could fill stadiums. Why AI GPUs are the gold rush? Here's the reality: AI GPU demand is vastly outstripping supply. When an AI company wants to train a massive model, they need thousands of high-performance GPUs. NVIDIA has dominated, but capacity constraints and pricing pressure leave room for AMD's MI series to step in. Imagine a stadium selling tickets for a championship game. NVIDIA tickets sold out instantly, and scalpers demand double. Now AMD opens a second stand with slightly lower ticket prices, and suddenly half the crowd rushes there. That's AMD's opportunity in AI. If AMD can ramp MI300 production, it could capture a substantial share of unmet demand, and that could double revenue in just 12 months. Doubling or even tripling? Analysts whisper that AMD could double in the next year, but some fear it could even triple if everything clicks. Scenario price catalyst. Base 2 times $330 sustained GPU demand, CPU share gains. Bull 3 times $495 MI300X ramp, Zen 5 launch, console refresh cycle. That's like buying a pack of soda and discovering it's actually 6-pack on sale. If AMD meets or exceeds production targets, sky's the limit. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Beyond GPUs, CPUs, consoles, and more, AMD's not a one-trick pony. It dominates client CPUs, Ryzen 7000 series bringing Intel to its knees. Data center CPUs, EPYC Milan and Genoa stealing share from Xeon. Semi-custom, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, S inside millions of living rooms. Embedded and edge, automotive ADAS, 5G base stations, and industrial controls. Think of AMD as a diversified tech farm, high-yield GPU orchards, CPU cornfields, and a semi-custom fishery, all harvesting crops year-round. This diversification cushions AMD against a slowdown in any single segment. TSMC's capacity, the bottleneck or the booster? AMD relies on TSMC's 5nm and 4nm nodes. As TSMC expands capacity, AMD reaps the benefits: higher yields, lower production costs, more wafers to supply cloud hyperscalers, faster turnaround on next-gen designs. It's like AMD has a VIP pass to the hottest concert, TSMC fabs. As the venue adds more seats, AMD gets first dibs on the best spots. No re-entry line required. If TSMC can keep up, AMD's gross margins could widen, supporting those lofty price targets. Balance sheet and cash flow, fuel for R&D. A robust balance sheet underpins AMD's R&D. $5 billion in cash fosters aggressive investment. Free cash flow turning positive last quarter. Debt levels manageable, with low interest costs. This firepower fuels breakthroughs in chip architecture, whether Zen 5 cores or next-gen CDNA designs. Think of AMD as a race team with a top-notch sponsor budget. They can hire the best engineers, test new prototypes, and fine-tune performance, while rivals pinch pennies in the pit. If AMD's product lines were superheroes, Ryzen is Iron Man, sleek, powerful, and aims to take on any foe. EPYC is Hulk, crushing server workloads with brute force. MI300 is Thor, wielding the hammer of AI acceleration. Semi-custom are the Guardians, protecting game consoles across the galaxy. Together, they form the Chip Avengers, ready to save your data center and your gaming rig. Risks and roadblocks. Even the mightiest chips face hurdles. Intel and NVIDIA competition. Intel's Meteor Lake CPUs and NVIDIA's next-gen Ada Lovelace GPUs keep the pressure on. Macro headwinds. A recession or corporate capex cut could slow data center orders. Supply chain disruptions, geopolitical tensions, or raw material shortages could crimp outputs. Valuation volatility. A $165 price target implies high expectations. Any miss could lead to a sharp pullback. It's like racing a sports car on a track with potholes and wet patches. You need skill and luck to reach the finish line unscathed. Future roadmap: Zen 5 and CDNA 3. On the horizon, Zen 5 CPUs promise 15 to 20% IPC uplift and power efficiency improvements. CDNA 3 accelerators, next-gen AI cores optimized for large-scale training and inference. 3nm migration, potential performance boost and margin expansion. AI PC push, partnerships with OEMs to bring GPU-accelerated PCs to consumers. If these launches hit their marks, AMD's growth could reaccelerate, validating that sky-high price target. Wall Street's a mixed arena: bull case, Evercore CFRA, and Jefferies C $165, 175 PTs, citing sustained GPU momentum. Bear case: Morgan Stanley and others warn of valuation risk and supply constraints, with $120, 130 PTs, street average, right around $145, implying 20% upside from today's levels. Picture a boxing ring: bulls dance in the corners, bears grunt in theirs, and AMD is in the center, dodging punches and looking for the knockout punch. Imagine AMD's infrastructure as a national highway. Ryzen lanes move millions of home office commuters smoothly. EPYC expressways haul server farm freight day and night. GPU overpasses speed up AI model traffic by orders of magnitude. There is a wonderful promise here. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again, and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. John 14 verse 3. Jesus is inviting us today. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all His commandments, He has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let Him be your guide, for He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.